brand new Corvette 9 miles from the water.
Like, why don't you just drive it away, dog? What are you doing? If you care about it that much, drive it away, brother, because I'm going to tell you right now, dude, that shit's not surviving. That's crazy. Just drive it away, man. All the money he had for gas and hotels was spent on the Corvette, duh. Like, I don't get it. Drive it away somewhere else. Like, drive it away from the fucking vicinity of where the hurricane is going to make impact, where the storm surge is, and just leave it there for a couple days, maybe a week. What's wrong with you, dude? This shit, like, how is this working? It doesn't make any sense. It's like, if you care about your car that much, why don't you just drive it away? I don't get it.
With the Flex Seal King, using his Flex Seal on top of the spray foam to stop the floodwaters from going into the motorcycle showroom here. This rubberized coating will keep the spray foam from falling apart, and it will save the business. Now that section is waterproof. I'm going to do another section.
What?
This is Ed Castro.
Dude, what's really funny about that is the wind speeds that we're talking about and the debris that we're talking about is going, like, there are so many things that could explode those windows, okay? Even if the Flex Seal were to work, what is hilarious about this entire process is that you got windows, dog. All it takes is one jet ski from your neighbor to just fly directly into the window and it's gone. It's done. I don't understand how these motherfuckers live in the state of Florida for extended periods of time and have still not figured out how hurricanes work. I lived there for a year. I very quickly understood how this shit worked. That's crazy. That's all it took for me. One year of living in the state of Florida, and I was like, oh, I'm out. Like, I get it. I see what's going on. How have you been living there your whole life and you still just like do not understand the concept?
The Flex Seal King of Daytona Beach. And listen, if you want to buy a motorcycle, come on over here on Friday when we're back open again. We'll sell you a motorcycle.
No, you won't. No, you won't. That's crazy. He's like, nah, you don't understand, brother. But who the is gonna want to buy a Harley Davidson in the middle of the recovery and relief efforts? Like, this guy is out of his mind, dude. Bro, we need to open the schools. We need to close. We need to make it illegal to do homeschooling. We need to make it illegal to have private schools, and we need to immediately fund the public schools like tomorrow, yesterday. Okay. Yeah, this man is the crazy guy. He's Lieutenant Dan or whatever. He's a fucking also another nutty guy. This attitude is the exact same attitude that I had when I was a child. And I always thought, like, if I jump right as the elevator is about to hit the ground, I'll survive. If the elevator falls when I'm in it, I'll just jump right before the moment of impact and I'll survive it. I swear to God, it's the same mentality. No hurricanes here in Texas. It's on the same ocean as Florida. Why? Texas is not a swing state. I'm done. I mean, dude, you can convince these people anything. Like, you can convince these people to do anything. Do you understand? You can convince them to vote for the Republican Party. That's for sure.
All right, Dan, the people that are new, explain to them why you're deciding to stick out a Category 5, one of the worst hurricanes in Tampa history, out on a 20-foot sailboat.
Famously, boats are the safest. You know, when you're out on water and you get caught up in a storm, you're the safest, famously.
In Tampa Harbor.
My faith in God. I don't put my faith in man. God told me to come out here and get a boat. I came out here and got a boat. And everything that he's been telling me over the last 2 days is I'm doing the right thing. He's got my back. I'm in good shape. I ain't sweating it. We're going to ride this one out. We got set up the way we know what we're doing.
you're not going to ride this one out. I'm just letting you know. You're not riding this one out. You're not floating this one out. This is just, there is no difference between what this guy is doing and just like taking a gun and just, you know, being like, oh yeah, I love playing around with this when it's loaded. And the funniest part about it is that like the fact that he is on a boat makes it more likely that he is going to die. Okay. Maybe by some stroke of luck, you fucking, you know, you wait it out. You have enough food in your fucking attic or something. You don't get blown away and the water levels don't reach you and you have enough energy. And then your first responders come and get you maybe in a couple days. Okay. That's an unlikely scenario, but let's say that could happen. You being on this boat, you're definitely dead.
And as long as the water just keeps rising, we'll be fine.
Will you be wearing a life jacket?
Hell no.
Explain how a floating boat will be affected by a storm surge. It is water. What do you think happens to boats when they're out sailing in the water and a storm occurs? Not even like a fucking category 3, category 4 hurricane, just a tropical storm. Hasan, it literally floats. Storm surges can't affect floating things. The storm surge is not the only concern for him. And you're also wrong because no expert boater is going to be able to navigate through the storm surge that is filled to the fucking brim with debris with 130-mile winds, dude. What are you talking about? The boat does not float permanently, okay? It is going to capsize. I bet 500 that he lives, so we'll see who's right then. Yeah, he is going to live because apparently they forced him to evacuate. So you're not wrong. He is most likely going to live, not because he stayed on the boat, but because apparently, according to the mayor of Tampa, no, the mayor of Tampa said that they like forced him to evacuate.
So the plan's just to stick it out here?
Yeah, I mean, the water's going to come in, it's going to rise. If you're on land, it's going to flood, you're risking drowning. I'm in a boat. The boat goes up with the water. So even if the boat goes up 100 feet in the air, I'm going to be up 100 feet in the air with the water. So
yeah,
it's really the safest place in the world.
Yeah, the safest place. Hello, my boat floats.
I'm not going anywhere because the safest place to be is on a boat in a flood. Okay, we learned that with Noah. Everybody that stayed on land drowned. Noah.
We learned that with Noah, like he means the ark? Is he talking about Noah's ark? Yo! This guy is awesome. Yeah, he'll be laughing now. You won't be laughing. This motherfucker, oh my God, dude. Americans are so awesome. Straight up. I'm back. I'm back in. I'm back in. I'm back. Americans are the best, dude.
Noah and the animals lived. So I'm fine.
Do you have any animals?
No, I wish I did.
Okay.
I could use 2 females.
I love people calling him a grifter, by the way. Like, he's just an insane person. I feel like you have to be extra dumb if you are somehow sucked into a scheme that this person has put forward, you know? It's kind of on you at that point, right? Like, grifting requires a little, like, your mental faculties to be in somewhat in order, okay? Like, he's just, there's a difference. I feel like Tim Pool is a grifter, right? Oh, I'm a centrist, I'm a liberal. Like, that's a grift. He's not. He's lying deliberately, right? And it's not like he's super smart, but obviously he's, you know, he's somewhat mentally competent. This man, on the other hand, crackhead. At this point, when he says like, oh no, Noah's Ark survived, like that's a crazy person. It's kind of on you at that point. Like if you look at this person and you go, no, that's my guy. Like, I think this is going to be, you know, I believe him. Okay. Then, you know, that's kind of on you. I feel like you kind of deserve to get duped by this guy. He said his boat rides above in the last video. Yeah, but the boat is not going to ride above the buildings and the electrical poles and the so many things he can hit before we even consider 135 miles per hour winds that will slam things into his boat. The boat is capsizing.